Friends and family pricing for everyone.
Hi there, thank you for joining us inside the Dutch Miller Kia Sports Report. The West Virginia Power went back on the road for a 4-game road series against the Rome Braves starting today. Power trying to gain ground on the Northern Division leader, the Greensboro Grasshoppers. They began today 2.5 games out. But when in Rome, don't do as the Power did tonight. West Virginia fell 10-0 to the Braves. Rome was all over Power starter Brett Helton. He only survived 2 2/3 innings, allowing 7 earned. West Virginia only had 4 hits in the game. Power will try to regroup tomorrow as they do Battle of Rome again at 2 o'clock. Pirates taking on the Phillies. Battle of Pennsylvania here. Game tied at 2-2 in the top of the 5th. That's Cesar Hernandez singling to give the Phillies a 3-2 lead. Bottom of the 5th, base is loaded. Gregory Polanco pulls a single to right, and that puts home 2 runs for the Pirates as they go up 4-3. Later in the 5th, Pirates not done. David Freese up the bat, and the bases are loaded yet again, and he gets 2 more home for Pittsburgh as Pittsburgh goes up 6-3, and they cruise to a 7-4 victory. The Reds hosting the Arizona Diamondbacks. John Travolta in the house. Maybe looking for Sandy there, I don't know. Top of the 1st, Micah Owens lines one to right, and that puts Arizona up 1-0. Bottom of the 1st, though, Cincinnati has an answer. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Adam Duvall grounds one that Jake Lamb fields, but he throws it wildly, so 2 runs come home for Cincinnati. So the Reds lead 2-1. Reds not done in the 1st. Brandon Phillips batting. He shoots one off of Robbie Ray. That's an RBI double, so Cincinnati goes up 3-1. And then later in this game, bottom of the 3rd, Jay Bruce steps up, and he's going to launch a 3-run home run to give the Reds a 6-1 lead, and that lead would hold as the Reds go on to win. For the 8th time in the 83 years of the West Virginia Open, David Bradshaw won the title. The 33-year-old is second only behind Sam Snead, who won an improbable 17 West Virginia Opens. David Bradshaw was only even par for the last day of the tournament, but that was good enough to hold off Sam Odell and Chris Williams in the final group. Bradshaw finished at 7 under for the Open and was paced by a 6 under he shot on the second day. It was his first Open win since 2013. Bradshaw was briefly challenged on the back 9 by Williams, but a bogey on 15 and a double bogey on 16 by Williams all but sealed it for Bradshaw, who knew things could get interesting on the back 9 at Sleepy Hollow during this tournament.
There was a lot of holes that are gettable on the backside, so there's no lead that's comfortable until the ball's in the hole. You could shoot a low number on the back. I didn't, but neither did they. So once I got past 16, I felt pretty good. Making 4 there and bringing it home was not too bad.
Bradshaw's biggest competitor on Friday was Chris Williams. He went on to place tied for 3rd in the West Virginia Open. The 21-year-old is from Scott Depot and is currently a member of the WVU golf team. He finished at 2 under for the tournament. Williams wasn't going to try to be too aggressive on the last day of the Open, though. His thought process was to keep playing the way he did the first 2 days in hopes of leaving Sleepy Hollow with the title.
I try to play semi-conservative, how I was the first 2 days. I played good the first 2 days, so I was trying to stick to the same game plan.
The man that finished runner-up at the West Virginia Open was Tad Tomlin of Hamlin. Tomlin's 3 under for the tournament earned him the low amateur title at the Open. He led after the first day of the tournament after shooting 5 under. He would shoot 1 over on both the 2nd and 3rd day of the event. Amateur Sam Odell as well as Chris Williams were right up there with Tomlin going after that low amateur title, but in the end, Tomlin's birdie on 18 sealed it for him.
Great players, Chris and Sam both. It's certainly quite an accomplishment to beat them on the home court. So, and they're both very good competitors. So, I think a lot of both of them.
All right, and that will do it for the Dutch Miller Kia Sports Report.
You just watched the Dutch Miller Kia Sports Report. Friends and family pricing for all.